Today we will learn part 3, representing graphs and graph isomorphism. Okay. First of all, we will write adjacency list for the graphs. Okay. What are the adjacent? How many edges are adjacent to each vertex? So we will write all those things first of all. Okay. There is an example given here. So write adjacency list for the graphs for undirected graph and for directed graph. So we will see the list. In the first one graph, observe A, B, C, D, E are the vertices and the edges are also there. Now adjacency list for a simple graph, vertex given and adjacent vertices for each vertex are given. Now observe here A, there have adjacent vertices B, C, E. So why we are calling these are adjacent vertices? Observe the vertex A2, all these vertices B, C, E, there is an edge. Now observe A to B there is an edge. That's why B is adjacent to A. And A to C there is an edge. So there is a line. That means A C is adjacent to A. Now observe A to E there is an edge. So A to E or E to A, between A and E we will call here. Okay. So then E is adjacent to A and A is adjacent to E. Okay. So observe A to D there is no edge directly. That's why D is not adjacent to A. So similarly B is adjacent to A and C is adjacent to ADE, and observe E is adjacent to ACD. Observe E having the lines to ACD only. So these are the adjacency list. And in the digraph also observe here the order is important, the direction is important. Now observe the initial vertex and terminal vertices. Initial vertex, terminal vertex means, for example, we will write in this one, observe initial vertex is A and terminal vertex are B, C, D, E. That means from A to B there is a direction, there is an edge. Now from A to C there is an edge, A to D there is an edge, A to E there is an edge. Observe in the graph. So A to B is A to B there is an edge, A to C there is an edge, and A to D there is an edge, and A to E there is an edge. But observe C to A there is an edge. Arrow mark, observe C to A. Okay. So we can't call this one as from A to C. Okay. We can call it as from C to A. So from and to, they are important here. From means from the initial vertex we will call, and to incident to which vertex, that is terminal vertex we will call. So like that. Now B to B there is an edge. Observe B to B there is an edge means that is a loop, and B to D there is an edge. Observe B to D, the arrow mark is there. Observe the line. B to D there is an edge. Now C to A is there. C to A, C to C is there, C to E is there. Observe the arrow mark C to E. And D, there is no edge from D to any other vertex. Observe the vertex D. D to any other vertex there is no arrow mark. So D to any vertex there is no edge. Now observe E to B, C, D. B, C, D are the adjacent to E. We can call it like this. Okay, because E to B is there, E to C is there, E to D is there, an edge. So these are the adjacency lists for directed graph. Now we can see the definition of adjacency matrix. Suppose G equal to V comma E is a simple graph where mod V is n. Suppose that the vertices of G are listed arbitrarily as V1, V2, so and so for n, that is number of vertices, and the adjacency matrix AG of G, we can denote adjacency matrix with AG. With respect to this listing of the vertices is the n by n 0 1 matrix with 1 as its entries as I comma jth entry when Vi and Vj are adjacent, and 0 as its I comma jth entry when they are not adjacent. If adjacent is there, then we will take 1. If not adjacent, we will take it as 0. So in other words, if its adjacency matrix is, we will write capital A equal to some aig, where aig is the between Vi and Vj, then we'll take it as 1. If there is no edge in between Vi and Vj, we will take it as 0. So that matrix is called as adjacency matrix, and we will look that one. Now observe here, write the adjacency matrix of the graph given below. There is a matrix given here. Vertices are there A, B, C, D, and the edges are there A to B, A to D, A to C, and B, C, of course, in between. So the order of the vertices, whatever you can choose, but the order is important here. The same order we have to write here as rows and of course columns. Okay, observe here in this matrix, as rows we are taken A, B, C, D, and in columns also we are taken A, B, C, D. So the order should be in that order only you have to take in rows as well as in columns. Now observe the adjacency matrix. For example, here A to A, the entry we are taken it as 0. But what is the meaning of that one? A to A is 0 means in the matrix. So A to A there is no edge. Now A to B we are taken it as 1. That means in between A and B there is an edge. So that's why we are taken AB entry is 1. So A to C we are taken it as 1. That means in between A and C there is an edge. And AD we are taken the entry is 1. That means in between AD there is an edge. Similarly, look the remaining elements of this matrix. BA, that means B to A or A to B is nothing but same. Here there is no direction. Then 1 means there is an edge. B to B 0, that means there is no edge B to B. B to C we are taking it as 1. That means B to C there is an edge. Like this, 1 we will take if there is an edge. 0 we will take if there is no edge. So then we will consider this matrix as the adjacency matrix for the given graph. Similarly, if the graph is given, we can write matrix. If matrix is given, we can draw the graph. Now observe here, draw a graph with the adjacency matrix with respect to the ordering A, B, C, D. The given matrix is, for example, the matrix is given like this 4 by 4 matrix. Now observe the order should be, we are taken it as A, B, C, D. So first column is A, second column B, third column C, third column D. Like that, similarly, first row A, second row B, third row C, and fourth row D. Then observe A to A is 0. That means there is no A to A edge. So firstly, to draw this graph, simply mark the small circles with small circles as vertices A, B, C, D. Then draw the lines. Observe here, A to B there is 1. Okay, so in between A, B there is 1 is there here. Observe this entry. That means A to B there is an edge, and A to C 1. That means A to C there is an edge. Now A to D there is no edge. That means don't draw the line A to D. Now observe B to A. Already A to B we have drawn. So A to B or B to A is not same in undirected graph, because there is no direction here. A to B is similar to B to A. Similarly, B to B, B to C there is no edge, and B to D there is an edge. You can draw. So draw the remaining elements also. Similarly, now we'll get graph we will get for the particular matrix with the ordering A, B, C, D. So if graph is given, we can draw matrix. If matrix is given, we can draw the graph. Now observe, adjacency matrix of all undirected graphs and multigraphs or pseudographs have symmetric adjacency matrix. Symmetric adjacency matrix means, for example, A to B, B to A are same. Then only we will say that adjacent, symmetric. A to B, B to A means in undirected graph, if there is a line A to B, then similarly we can call it as the line is between B to A. So that's why this matrix will get symmetry. Now in undirected graph, observe another one. So find the adjacency matrix for this one, with the ordering A B C D only. Now A to B, multiple edges are there here. Observe A to B, three edges are there in between A and B. So that's why in between A B, observe the first row, second column, 3. Similarly, second row, first column will take 3. So because in between A B there are 3 edges are there. And observe the similar edges and write the adjacency matrix. You will get the adjacency matrix like this. So 1 means only one edge is there, 3 means between those 3 edges are there, 2 means observe D to A, 2 edges are there. Observe in the graph D to A, 2 edges. The adjacency matrix for a directed graph does not have to be symmetric. There may not be an edge from V to Vj to Vi when there is an edge from Vi to Vj, because the order is important here. So that's why